My name is Nayawith, and thanks to Mr. Temple's generous introduction, you already know that I am the co-valedictorian of the class of 2012. Before I begin, I would just like to give an enormous thank you to Mr. Rentz, Mr. Bryan, and all the amazing teachers I have, and even those I've just known in high school. Most of all, however, I'd like to direct my gratitude to my classmates for giving me such an extraordinary high school experience. Last summer, I had the privilege to attend the North Carolina Governor's School, a 6-week summer enrichment program that provides motivated students with the opportunity to learn in a grade-free environment. And when the program ended in July, we were all reluctant to leave. For some of us, myself included, the remorse was filled with the natural responses that come with leaving something meaningful behind. But for many of my friends, their concern was rooted in something deeper. They were forced to return to huge high schools with rampant cliques, grade inflation, and some who had never experienced learning in a discussion-style environment. One of my best friends claimed that she hated all 400 members of her graduating class and was upset that she had to return to a place where she felt surrounded by insincere teachers and ineffective administrators. It was at this point that I distinctly realized I was taking Woods for granted. Here we don't foster competition. We seek personal achievement on an individual basis. Unlike in other schools, one's class rank and GPA aren't an obsession. Being valedictorian isn't an award or a prize, it's an honor. Though we have a reputation for being sheltered, we know how to learn through experience, and so whether we know it or not, we are prepared to handle the surprises and disappointments that we will soon face. We come from a tiny school where we all know each other, for better or for worse, where most of us have learned how to get along with the people that we are forced to see every day. With this in mind, I asked the rest of my class to realize, as we head off, that we are at a huge advantage for what lies ahead. Some of us are staying close to home. Some of us are taking a year off. Some of us are heading to DC, Massachusetts, Ohio, New York, or even Minnesota. Though this change can be overwhelming, it foreshadows a tremendous opportunity for all of us, and I encourage you to seize it. I know from the numerous graduations that I've attended that it's become a cliche to say that graduation is not the end, that it's the beginning. So I won't say that. Instead, I'll say this. Graduation is the end, but it's just the end of our time at Woods. Although some of us have spent 4 years here, 1 year here, or even 10 years here, we are all sitting in the same chairs, wearing the same robes, and we will all be tossing our caps at the same time in a few short hours. Graduation is the end, but it's just the end of the beginning. And I know that as a class, we are all relieved to be done with the first significant obstacle that we've had to tackle. High school probably won't end up being the best time in our lives, but it certainly won't be the worst. For many of us, events like the senior dinner and the senior retreat will remind us of the closeness that we experienced as we said our goodbyes. And yes, we will face assignments more tedious than the senior project. Sorry, Ms. Berg. And yes, we will lose the closeness of certain relationships. But most importantly, we will all take what we've learned at Woods and discover a way to use it. Regardless of your regrets or dissatisfaction with high school, the care with which we have all been treated is undeniable. We are lucky to have been in an environment with other kind, knowledgeable individuals who have successfully celebrated our achievements and downplayed our failures. Graduating in itself from such a prestigious institution is an amazing accomplishment, and even having the guts to stand up here in a few minutes and speak is more than most other high school students I know would be able to do. I'm honored to have shared this experience with you all and to have spent 3 years of high school at a place so far superior to those I've heard of. So I wish you all the best with deep sincerity and congratulations. Thank you.